Greetings, citizens of the world. This is part 2 of 40 techniques of the Illuminati explained. Number 11. Failing educational system. Education is the key approach for altering children's beliefs of what is right and wrong through mind control programs, rewriting history, introducing alternative and debased sexual teachings, and false ideologies. This conditions them to accept whatever the powers lay before them, and they are dumbed down, so that they won't learn the truth and rebel. Number 12. Sexual perversion is used to advance elitists' goals and degrade our morals, getting us to accept and even adopt anything they put on us, and often using such activity to blackmail us. Number 13. Drugs and alcohol, breeding a society of chemically abused and dependent individuals is one way to get people to accept matters contrary to their morals, and to rely on the governments to help them get through it. Addiction robs us financially and psychologically, while diverting law enforcement efforts to other areas. Prescribed medicine makes us reliant on pills and doctors while ballooning Big Pharma profits. Number 14. Gambling, promoting illegal activities through pretenses of enjoyment and promises of making big money, is yet another scheme by the elitist to keep us dependent on money and materialism for our happiness, and to be dependent on outside forces for our happenings and success. Number 15. Chaos is a maneuver to keep us bewildered by putting events and activities in a framework of utter turmoil, where no one knows what to do, who to believe, or on whom to rely. The powers can emerge as the saviors by offering solutions to the chaos they have secretly exacted. Conflicting issues, via the Hegelian dialectics, keep the masses on edge, doubting, and confused, as well as sidetracked from the real issues they want to forward. Number 16. Cover-ups. What the Illuminati don't want us to know, they cover up by disposing of the people, making them disappear, or place in vital documents, underclassified, or through throwing out red herrings at us. Whistleblowers are often destroyed career-wise, or personally mocked, or injured, and even murdered. Underground and black ops are keys to cover-ups. Propagation of conspiracies is a game for them, and a way for them to conflict the masses. Intentional leaks are one of their prescribed methods for conditioning us to their intent and for confusing us. Number 17. Environment, using global warming as a unifying issue. The Illuminati are not only making scads of money through corporate, green programs and retail merchandise, but also deceiving people into believing that the issue is real, when in reality, hundreds of scientists, who are not given print, can testify against it. Thus the environment is used as a weapon to employ the elitists' objectives, and to create a common mantra, a religion of its own. Added to this are sustainable development and eminent domain, taking commoners' lands for their own purposes, and controlled weather, HAARP, high-frequency active auroral research program, and other weather weapons, among other processes. Number 18. Destroying the workforce, damaging treaties, GATT, NAFTA, etc., created the massive loss of jobs in our country, via outsourcing, and the erosion of our industries. America has been minimized as a strong nation and castrated as a superpower. Jobs have been given to illegal immigrants in our country, or sent overseas to India and China and other nations. Americans struggle financially as the elitists lower us to third world status. Illegal immigration is just one of their schemes for running the world. Number 19. Crimes, a society frightened of being murdered, raped, beaten, held hostage, hijacked, or kidnapped, or victims of vehicular deaths, road rage, and suicided, among other abominable offenses, is a society wailing for security, in spite of lost rights. This, then, is just one more method of cuckolding us into ceding our rights to Big Brother. The ICC, International Criminal Court, was created to imprison people of different cultures, including Americans. The protection of hardcore, guilty criminals is also symptomatic of a failing country. Number 20. Terrorism. The powers keep us in a state of trepidation over terrorism, real or contrived, and cause us to cede our freedoms for protection. 2001's 9/11 caused a major breakdown of the U.S. Constitution. The infringement of rights and policies through Homeland Security, the Patriot Act, biochips, and soon-to-come martial law, hence the concentration camps, for those who balk against the police state or promote dissension. Number 21. Slavery and prostitution. Many people, especially younger ones, are rounded up in clandestine ways, and are forced into slavery, or prostitution. They may be stolen during the night, taken coming and going from school, or whisked off in parking lots. They are often earmarked by the powers, who want young maidens or lads to entertain, visiting dignitaries, or foreign VIPs, who abuse the kids, and sell them to slave masters, pimps, and other black market factions. Some researchers believe that these missing people have even been sacrificed in satanic rituals. Number 22. Genocide is a method for wiping out an entire society, for depopulation purposes, for government gain, for eliminating enemies, for creating a super race, by purging traits deemed negative. Genocide, then, is an effective way for the elite to sort out which people they want, and which they don't. It gets rid of the unwanted in one fell swoop. Some of their methods include random extermination, holocausts, and heinous atrocities, creating insurrections to kill off a religious or racial group, and holocausts. Number 23. Decision makers. The Illuminati's power shores them up to decide who the next president or prime minister will be, who will receive grants and government funding, and anything else that affect us on a personal and national level. Number 24. Diseases, bacteria and viruses can be released during either war or peacetime to create a chaos and a demand for protection that would help the powers to achieve their mission of globalism. Bio-warfare can be reserved for combat when the substances are unleashed on enemies. Besides using bacteria in germ warfare, they also test substances on humans, some unknowingly. The introduction of HIV, the rise of once eliminated childhood diseases, biochem warfare, and the growing number of unknown bacterial and viral diseases are representative of their manipulations. They can put substances into drinking water, they've introduced cell phones knowing the dangers of cancer, and they've used microwaves and other technologies against us, as well as various forms of experimentation. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. Join us.